Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I see on the Lord. He love. What do you know? What do you know? You know it is already. That was not the song I was going to sing actually. That's the song I didn't rehearse. But as I was reading the scripture, that was the song that came to me. So you know what it is. When you be led by the Spirit, you just follow what the Spirit of God says. Not always what you have written down, but it's what God has for you to do. Okay, we want to continue our series on the life of Elijah, and we have a very serious study here, because I call it God's final warning. And I didn't say, it wasn't that God was given a final chance. Originally, before we had, don't waste God's second chance. Okay? And Ahab wasted God's second chance. He wasted it. He wasted it. God prepared him for it. And he wasted it. And now he's getting a final warning from God. And this is a point of no return, as it were. A point of no return. I'm going to read and we'll comment. Okay? Now, Scripture said, chapter 22, and there continued 3 years without war between Syria and Israel. Now, 3 with God is a sign. And so, he was saying that it was a time of respite. It was like a time of ease, a time of calm. But, Ahab didn't know what was coming to him. In the beginning, when he had a victory, the Lord told him, go strengthen yourself, because in 12 months' time, the turn of eternity at the same time, this enemy Syria is going to come back. And so it was. Then the prophet told him twice, you're going to have victory. This time now, 3 years pass, and Ahab feels to himself that, well, I'm big and strong and mighty. God didn't send him any word to tell him that he was going to give him any victory or anything, because he had wasted his second chance. But, so 3 years passed, and Ahab it came to pass in the 3rd year that Jehoshaphat, the king of Judah, came down to the king of Israel. And the king of Israel said unto his servants, Know ye that Ramoth in Gilead is ours, and we be still, and take it not out of the hand of the king of Syria? And he said unto Jehoshaphat, Wilt thou go with me to battle, to Ramoth Gilead? And Jehoshaphat said to the king of Israel, I am as thou art, my people as thy people, and my horses as thy horses. And Jehoshaphat said unto the king of Israel, Inquire, I pray thee, at the word of the Lord today. Then the king of Israel gathered the prophets together, about 400 men, and said unto them, Shall I go against Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall I forbear? And they said, Go up, for the Lord shall deliver it into the hand of the king. And Jehoshaphat said, Well, is there a prophet of the Lord besides, that we might inquire of him? Because Jehoshaphat knew that he couldn't rely on those men, 400 of them. He knew those men were false prophets, but he didn't want to tell them. He said, Listen, I know your prophets are false. I don't want to hear from them. But he said it in a subtle way. He said, I want to hear from another prophet. I want to hear from the real prophet of God. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, There is yet one man, Micaiah the son of Imlah, by whom we may inquire of the Lord, but I hate him, for he does not prophesy good concerning me, but evil. Well, and Jehoshaphat said, Let not the king say so. Then the king of Israel called an officer and said, Hasten hither, Micaiah the son of Imlah. And the king of Israel said to Jehoshaphat, the king of Judah. No, and the king of Israel and Jehoshaphat, the king of Judah, sat each of them in his throne, having put on their robes in a void place in the entrance of the gate of Samaria. And all the prophets prophesied before them. And Zedekiah the son of Kenaah made him horns of iron, and he said, Thus saith the Lord, With these shalt thou push the Syrians until until thou hast consumed them. Let me say that again. With these shalt thou push the Syrians until thou have consumed them. And all the prophets prophesied so, saying, Go up to Ramoth Gilead and prosper, for the Lord shall deliver it into thine hand, into the king's hand. But Jehoshaphat wasn't content with that. Jehoshaphat was waiting to hear from a real prophet. So when the messenger that was gone to call Micaiah spake unto him, saying, it's like he's saying to him, I know you're going to maybe say something different. I'm begging you. He said, Behold now, the words of the prophets declare good unto the king with one mouth. Let thy word, I pray thee, be like the word of one of them, and speak that which is good. But what was really good? That's the question. To tell him to go up, was that good? We'll see. And Micaiah said, As the Lord liveth, what the Lord said unto me, that will I speak. And he said, I can promise you that. Right? So so he came to the king, and the king said unto him, Micaiah, shall we go up against Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall we forbear? And he answered him, Go up and prosper, for the Lord shall deliver it into the hand of the king. And Ahab is saying like, hey, no. This can't be right. How could he be saying the same thing as the prophet? But that's what you asked for. Isn't that what you want? That's what you want to hear, right? So he gave you what you want to hear. And the king said unto him, how many times shall I adjure thee, that thou tell me nothing but that which is true in the name of the Lord? Oh my God. Alright, and he said, I saw Israel, all Israel scattered upon the hills, as sheep that have no shepherd, have not a shepherd. And the Lord said, these have no master, let them return every man to his house in peace. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, did not I tell thee that he would prophesy no good concerning me but evil? Some people you can't win with them, right? You can't win with them. Alright, we come back to it. Oh my, oh Lord. And he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him, at his right hand and his left. And the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, and another on that manner. And there came forth a spirit, and stood before the God. That means an evil spirit. Okay? It's not an angel of God, that's why it's referred to as a spirit. Okay? And said, I will persuade him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him, and prevail also. Go forth and do so. Now therefore, behold, the Lord has put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these prophets, and the Lord has spoken evil concerning thee. So Micah is saying, listen, this is exactly where we are right now. But Zedekiah, the son of Kenaiah, went near, and I said, slapped him across the face. Right? Yeah. Smote Micah on the cheek, so, you know, and said, which way went the spirit, he said, of the Lord, but it's the spirit of the Lord, from me to speak unto thee. But it wasn't the spirit of God, it was an evil spirit, like what people call a fallen angel, right? Those who were cast out of heaven. And Micah said, behold, you shall see in that day when you shall go into an inner chamber to hide yourself. You're going to realize when it happens to you. And it won't be long. And the king of Israel said, take Micah and carry him back to Amon, the governor of the city, and to Joash, the king's son, and say, thus says the king, put this fellow in the prison, and feed him with bread of affliction, and with water of affliction, until I come in peace. And Micah was defiant into the last moment, even when he's going to prison, and he knows that they're going to shackle him there and give him the worst kind of food. He said, if thou return at all in peace, the Lord has not spoken by me. And he said, hearken, O ye people, every one of you. He said, bear witness what I'm saying. I'm saying it, I said it in your presence, and you throw me in prison, I'm going to tell you the same thing. Right? So the king of Israel and Jehoshaphat, the king of Judah, went up to Ramoth Gilead. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, I will disguise myself. Really? So why would you do that? Okay. And enter into the battle, but put thou on thy robes. And the king of Israel disguised himself, and went into the battle. But the king of Syria commanded his 32 captains that ruled over his chariots, saying, fight neither with small nor great, save only with the king of Israel.